I'm Rhonda Helton. I'm the VP of Child Development with the YMCA. And I came a year ago, and we talked about the after-school program. That was our first year. And this is we're ending our second year. And then we will go into our third year beginning in July. The grant is a 3-year grant, and it's LEAPS funding, and next spring we will renew, put in for renewal for another 3 years. The grant requires 230 kids, and currently we have 255 kids. And each school helps us recruit the kids. And the schools we're at, again, are Churchill, Mount Carmel, Carter's Valley, Joseph Rogers, Hawkins, Bulls Gap, St. Clair, and Mooresburg. And we're there from the time school lets out until 6 p.m. And the children are recruited on 4 different areas, and they come at no cost. And it can be their academics, it can be their attendance, their home life, or behavior concerns. This year we were fortunate enough, our staff were all part-time last year, but we were able to, 5 of the site coordinators became full-time with the grant. And then we were also able to hire a full-time director, which is Tiffany Russell, but she happens to be on her honeymoon this week because she got married last weekend. And so I brought with me Emily Fields, and she's going to tell you a little bit about the program. Part of the program is we also have tutors, and the tutors are Hawkins County teachers that come into the programs every day to work with the kids on literacy or math. And so Emily is going to, we were able to hire a full-time academic enrichment specialist, and that is Emily Fields' position, and she's going to tell you a little bit about the programming.
All right, so my name is Emily Fields. I'm the LEAPS Academic Enrichment Specialist, so I get the privilege of working with our Hawkins County kids. Like Rhonda said, we have over 230 kids, so we've gone a little over what our initial goal was, which is incredible to see these kids come in. So what I get to do is I have the fun job of I get to plan all of the enrichment activities that these kids are doing. So every day corresponds to a different subject. So Mondays are math, Tuesdays are ELA, Wednesdays STEM, and Thursdays are social and emotional learning. So these kids are getting to do an enrichment activity, which is something fun, but that also goes a little bit above and beyond with the academic portion of it. So instead of saying, we're just going to come in and we're going to make something today, it's like we're going to come in and we're going to do clay impressions, and here's how we can relate it back to ancient art and how we see these things in museums, and how we're finding fingerprints on all of these ancient artifacts, and then also linking it back to trace fossils. So linking it back to paleontology. So they get to do those enrichment activities every single day. As of this summer, we have written 230 lesson plans, all from the ground up for these kids, specifically just for them. So they get to do those every day. They get physical activity. They get a super snack, which is provided by the YMCA. So they get a protein, a vegetable, a fruit, a grain, and a milk. And again, this comes from the YMCA, which we're very, very fortunate for, that these kids are able to be fed also during our time. So we have the enrichment, the tutoring, super snack, physical activity, and these kids are currently in our 3rd week of summer camp. So next week will be our last week of doing just after school time, because they are going to their summer schooling during the day. So we have them still from 2:30 to 6 right now. But then after next week, we'll be going into full day. So we will have them from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. where we get to still do those enrichment activities. We're bringing in contracted partnerships like we have throughout the school year. So throughout the school year, we had one of the art teachers from Hawkins, Miss Natalie Wise. She came in and she elaborated on these really, really awesome fine art subjects with them and grew those skills over the course of the semester. And then we also had, at St. Clair, we had 4-H come in, which was incredible for those kids because they were able to get hands-on culinary experiences. So they were taught like the proper way to cut up a bell pepper, how to make an omelet. They made ice cream, like right there with them. They made smoothies, and so they got to have a lot of those hands-on skills with day-to-day applications that sometimes they don't really get to do much of throughout the day just because of the setting and constraints. So we're really, really excited to continue our summer programming, and we're going to be going for another 5 weeks. 5 weeks? 5 weeks. We're going to be going for another 5 weeks, and we've got field trips planned out for them, weather permitting, because it's a little crazy tomorrow. And we're just really excited to keep this program going and to build it up and keep getting bigger and better.
And I just wanted to mention, we do a 1 to 10 ratio, and we are always looking for staff. So if you know anybody, education major, senior in high school, you know, somebody just wanting experience with kids, we are always looking for people for the programs. And also, just to mention, we are, I don't know if you've seen, I don't know which way from here, but we're going to be opening a building, Brighter Horizons, if you've seen it, and we'll be serving Rogersville Middle School at that location for there. So we will, we're starting to recruit staff now for that. And this has been a great partnership. Debbie Presnell is our liaison that we work with, and she has been excellent. And Mr. Hickson has been very supportive in helping us through this program. And, you know, anytime if you would like to come visit, you know, you're welcome to come visit. We would be thrilled to have you. And if you ever know anybody that would like to come, do a partnership, come talk to the kids, share a skill with the kids. We're always looking for that as well. Thank you.
It's fantastic. You know, it's been a number of years when the topic came up of getting YMCA into Hawkins County, you know, in our schools. There were some organizations prior to YMCA that was putting the thought process together to have an after-school center for our children to attend for the same things that you're doing now. So I want to thank you for all of the students and the children of Hawkins County, and for Hawkins County schools' benefit, you guys are here, because what you do makes us better. Thank you.